No, it's not. Oh, I just push enter.
Tiny twinkling pyre lights. We were meant to see them that night. Thousands upon thousands of them rushing into the sky like a great shining mist, surging with spirit and song, teeming like the sea. A spectacle we were to witness, painted across the sky in splendor. That's what the older folks were saying anyway. Sights like that, so achingly wondrous your breath catches in your throat and your heart forgets to beat. They tend to put me in a wistful sort of mind. I suppose that's what happened. I've come to the final chapter of my story and feel the need to justify it all. To make all the choices I've made mean something in the end. In the classic tales, it's simple, straightforward. Of course, the hero's life was worth living. He saved a kingdom, slew a dragon. But mine, it's a different sort of story. Not much there for the poets to fuss their pens over. I was just a girl, living in a quiet village on a quiet mountainside.
Kelsey, okay lyric now. We're the heroes and you're the slime. Ready? You have to count down from 10. Can I play with this? I guess so. Kelsey, now. Graham, Finn, let's hide. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. No, I'm gonna give them all 10 seconds. I'm no cheater. I will quit an actual good game. You think the last game was actually good? It's this rabbit. What is this thing? Such a pretty color, but I can look at dawn flowers any old day. I need to find my friends. Open the game menu with X to access. Hint save options pouch. Okay, it looks kind of blurry. I guess it's not less blurry. Alright, we're gonna go full screen. Hang on, I gotta recapture this. 1 second. Much better, okay. Alright. I think the audio is pretty good, right guys? The level of the audio. Is this exit the game or the menu? I don't know, but let's just push. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we are this little redhead girl. You're not frightened of me, are you, little one? Probably lived your whole life in Pyreside, same as me. This looks like Wendy from Wendy's. Alright. Alright, where are my friends hiding? These pieces of shit. The village of Pyreside, all adventurers are welcome upon these misty mountain paths. The village is out of bounds, ever since Finn got too excited and stomped through his parents' vegetable patch. Wait. So Finn got excited, stomped through his parents' vegetable patch, and because of that they kicked these kids out of town? That seems a bit harsh. Can we run? Is there a run button? What is this? A dragonberry. Miss Imelda makes the best pies with these. Take it. Okay. I guess we're going down here. Pyre Woods. The peaceful village of Pyreside lies ahead. Guess there's nothing to do over here. What is that over there? Couple of bridges. Oh.
Huh?
Did she go inside the old hunting cabin? Doesn't she know there's a new villager moving in today? What are you doing in here, Kelsey? The new villager is moving in today. We really shouldn't... Don't be such a goody two-shoes. I don't see him here right now, do you? No one will even notice if we peek around a little. Look at all this stuff. He's got old maps, fancy bottles, and... Whoa! A sword. It looks sharp, too. A real sword? A sword, is it real? You're thick as manure sometimes. Of course it's real. He must be a true adventurer to have a sword like this. Mother told me all about this new villager, of course. She said he's moving here all the way from Rivermill. That's in the southeast. Is this him and his wife? She's sort of pretty, I guess. I wonder what happened to her. Mother said he's moving here alone. Kelsey, he'll probably be back soon with another cart full of his things. We need to get out of here. Oh, how shiny. What a pretty necklace. How does it look on me? Mother says it's easy to be fooled, but I think this is a real sapphire. Look how it glitters. Put it back, Kelsey. Put the necklace back, Kelsey. I'm not kidding around. Ugh, you're so boring. Here, you can put it back yourself. Just one thing. You have to take it from me first. Oh, we're gonna beat Kelsey's ass.
Kelsey Martin was stubborn, stuck up, and self-centered. She also happened to be my best friend. You take what you get in a little town like Pyreside, better or worse.
What were you chasing me for, Lyric? You broke the fancy bottle. Oh no, oh no, oh no. What are we gonna do? You're the one that started it. I didn't even want to come here in the first place. Well, whatever. Let's just get out of here, okay? You can admit that you started it later. She didn't put the necklace back, did she?
Huh?
Who are you? What were you doing in my cabin? We live in the village. I'm Lyric, and this is my friend Kelsey. We were just playing a game. And you decided to ransack my cabin? Well then, you steal anything? Break anything? Out with it. We were playing a game, that's all. And now we should get home before our parents start worrying. Your parents can wait. The two of you are going to stand right there while I make sure all my things are precisely where I left them. Oh, shit. If either of you move a single step, then I'll know you're guilty. I'm not guilty. Kelsey's guilty. Let's throw her under the bus. Maybe the hero will stab her with a sword. He'll notice that spill right away. What should we do? We should stay. So, not content to break into my home, you decided to break open a bottle of my precious southern wine. Do you have any notion how far I've carried that bottle? What the taste of home might mean to me in this forsaken place? Everything I've been drowning in lately, and here comes a pair of snot-nosed children making it worse. Wondered what stars fallen from the sky to turn my luck so black.
Huh?
Dad, what are you doing here? And Graham? Pardon me, will you, Lyric? I'd like to speak with Mr. Byrne. Greetings to you, Byrne. Pleased to see you again. James, was it? Wish I could say the same. Your daughter and her friend have been causing me more than a little grief. Yes, I might have heard something about that. Graham, would you like to step forward and tell Mr. Byrne what you told me? I was the one who broke into your house. I thought it'd be the perfect hiding spot. The others had nothing to do with it. When I heard you coming, I didn't want to get in trouble, so I ran away into the woods. Young Graham nearly barreled into me on the forest path, breathless and out of sorts. He confessed what he'd done almost immediately. If your story is true, boy, why were your friends inside when I arrived, and who broke my bottle of wine? Why don't you start from the beginning, Graham? I think we all need to hear the entire story. Okay, well, we were playing a game of heroes and slimes.
Sweet Graham Dunnett. Charming, in a simple sort of way. Always thought he was so noble, falling on his sword to save us girls from a bit of trouble. Might have been keen on him, back in those days.
So I'm really sorry, I didn't mean any harm by it. Lyric. Heart, is this true? Graham broke the bottle on his own, and you and Kelsey were simply helping him clean it up? I trust you'll be honest with your father. Blame Kelsey. Kelsey was the one who broke the bottle. We were playing inside and she knocked it over by accident. Graham's just trying to protect us. Lyric was chasing me, Mr. James. I kept telling her to stop, but she wouldn't listen. It wasn't my fault. Well, regardless of whose fault it was, all three of you are going to help Mr. Byrne clean up that spill. No, that isn't necessary. Just stay away from me and stay away from my things. All you rotten children. Snooping around in Mr. Burns' things was inconsiderate and irresponsible. Should have more sense than that, all three of you. Lyric, come with me. Sounds like we need to chat about the importance of respecting our neighbors. Graham, Kelsey, back to the village. I'll be telling your folks what happened here, and I won't hear any arguments. So this mess started with a harmless game of heroes and slimes, you and your friends running around the woods? Lyric, Heart, I know I'm usually the gentle, pushover kind of parent, but I can't help but be a little disappointed in you this time. Tell me, what is it you did wrong? Did we listen to Kelsey, though? We kind of told Kelsey to fuck off. Let's blame Kelsey again. Kelsey said it would be fine to look around the cabin a little. I shouldn't have listened to her. I'm sorry, Dad. Well, that's true. It's not the reason I'm disappointed. Suppose I'll just tell you then. You played an entire game of heroes and slimes and never once thought to ask your old man for advice. Champion hider I was back in the day. Really? You're not upset with me? What need do I have to be upset? You made a mistake, you apologize, and you won't let it happen again. I trust you on that. Besides, it's clear there are more important things I need to teach you. This way, Heart. You won't find the perfect hiding spot with your eyes only. Move some brush, climb a tree. You've got to think outside the box. Dad, it's only a game. This time, but what happens when a king behemoth gets loose in these woods and there's a pretty little girl would make for a thinks a pretty little girl would make for a tasty snack? Luckily, you've got your old man to show you all the secrets these trees have to hide. Come now, it's not much farther. The Great Deku Tree, oh my god. What do you think, Heart? Your grandfather called it the Mana Tree. All those pyrelites certainly seem to like it. It's so big. Is this the tallest tree in the whole forest? It very well could be. The soil here in the mountains is dry and rocky, so most trees can only stretch their roots so deep. Now, my favorite hiding place is here in this glade. Why don't you try looking around for it? Okay, what are we gonna look for? Is it behind the fucking tree? It's right here, isn't it? Right next to the giant light flower. Sorry, Heart, won't be getting a hiss from me. Oh god. What, inside the log? Never choose a spot you can't easily get yourself out of. Too easily to be trapped inside. Could try leaping to the other bank, but if you slip, everyone's sure to hear the splash. To say nothing of soggy shoes. You might think you're well hidden back there, but I can still see patches of violet through the leaves. Keep looking. Don't give up, Lyric. I know you'll find the perfect spot. Getting warmer. You guys crying? Oh my god. Well done. That low branch round the back makes a perfect foothold for climbing, and who would think to look for you up there? Of course, if they do climb up after, you'll need a quick plan of escape. Any brilliant ideas? I could jump down. If someone was climbing up after me, I think that's what I would do. Well, aren't you brave? But yes, I'd have to agree. I think jumping is your best shot at a quick escape. Lyric Heart, I'd never force you to do this. Are you scared? Not scared at all. Not at all. I've done lots of scarier things before. I'm sure you have, Heart, but remember, it's okay to be scared. Even the bravest adventurers get scared sometimes. The secret is having strong and loyal companions to draw courage from in the dark times. It's how every hero prevails in the end. Lucky as you are, you've got them in spades. Your mother would do anything for you, your sister and your grandmother as well. And of course, you have me. I'll always be here to catch you. Remember that, Heart. Are you ready? Oh. There we are, Lyric. Inherited a fair bit of your mother's pluck, didn't you? You barely even hesitated. Just don't go growing up too fast, will you? Your old man still likes to feel needed from time to time. Don't be silly, Dad. How could I stop myself from growing up? Well, isn't that the age-old question? If you ever find an answer, I hope you'll share it with the rest of us. Come now, Heart. It's time to head back to the village. Your mother must be wondering where we've been. I'm going up to the inn to see if your mother needs any help. Join us there soon, Heart. I'm certain she'll have a task for you as well. Okay, let's go to the inn then. Chickens? So adorable. I want to be friends with every baby animal in the world. Who are you?
Huh?
Molly. If it isn't little Lyric, heard you had quite the afternoon running around with my two boys. Got yourselves in a right bit of mischief and all. That Kelsey could stand a lesson or two in manners if you ask me. Her folks will spoil her right rotten if they're not careful. Forgive me, dear. Forgot who I was talking to. But wait, you might be the perfect person to help me with something. Don't go frowning like that. It'll only take a moment. I know how precious your time is, young as you are. See, my husband and I have been working to fix up this raised bed for a new crop, and we ran into a bit of a snag deciding what to plant. Miss Molly, what does this have to do with me? Have a little patience, would you? I'm getting to that part. I'm leaning towards a beautiful flower garden. Imagine glancing out the farmhouse window and seeing some real color blooming out here. William, on the other hand, reckons an herb garden would be best for teas and salves and the like. The dull, practical choice. So then, after days of bickering, I suggested we should turn the decision over to someone with no horse at all in our race. You're as impartial as they come, little Lyric. What do you think? Take your time, even if there's only one clear choice. Herb garden. A flower garden would be pretty, but I think you should plant herbs. Teas and salves are more useful than flowers.
Ow!
Oh well, can't say I'm not disappointed, but fair is fair, sworn to respect the decision of our little judge. I do appreciate your input, little Lyric, even though you fell on the side of my dear husband. An herb garden it is. Great, thanks for that. Finn must have fallen into the river again. I wonder if Miss Molly ever gets tired of drying his clothes. Is this the inn? Dunnet Farmhouse. What is this? Dunnet Barnyard. Finley. Oh, hey Lyric, want to hear a hilarious joke I made up? Why did the airship crash into the ocean? Because the pilot was a tomato. Ha ha ha, get it? Tomatoes can't fly airships. Ha ha. Good one. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, Finn. A tomato would make a terrible pilot. Yeah, that's why the joke is so funny. I'm gonna tell it to everyone in the village at dinner. Do you guys enjoy that joke? Wait, what is this? A cutscene? Are we back? Don't be nervous now, little Lyric. They're only curious. I'm not nervous. Graham says oryx are really friendly. Well, he would know, wouldn't he? My boys got the unsanitary habit of falling asleep curled up next to him in their stalls. Be lying if I said I haven't done the same, oft times after a hard day's work. There's something real comforting in their gentle nature. Here, go ahead and take this. It'll help you make fast friends.
Huh?
It's a root? That there is dream root. It only grows here in these mountain woods, and the oryx can't get enough of it. Looks like you've got a few takers already. To your left is a sunlight oryx. You can tell from the sheen in her brown coat. Daybreak wool is the softest, warmest wool you'll ever find. On your other side is a moonlight oryx. Their coats come in shades of black or white, but what's truly special about them is their milk. Midnight milk is known across the land for its rich and filling flavor. It's said you can live off it for weeks. Guys, sunlight or moonlight? Blasphemy. Thank you for the 13 months. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Blasphemy. Ooh, I think the moon has it. Alright. She was so happy to take it. But what about the others, Mr. William? Aren't they hungry? Don't you fret, little Lyric. I've got plenty of dream root to go around. Dragged myself away from the calves in the barn to feed these beauties. Hand feeding an oryx helps create a personal bond. Luna there won't be forgetting your generosity anytime soon. It's important we treasure our friendship with these wondrous creatures. Sad truth is, there aren't many of them left. A particular diet, along with coin-hungry poachers, make it hard for them to thrive anywhere but these mountains. In fact, these are likely some of the last domesticated oryx in the entire realm. We've got to look after them with special care. They're just goats, bro. I don't get it, Mr. William. They're just dumb goats, aren't they? That's what the poachers would say, certainly. Help them justify running the beasts down and killing them for their horns. I guess it's up to each of us to decide, little Lyric, what it means to share our village with the oryx, what their lives are worth to us. In any case, thanks for helping me out. Luna thanks you too, and hopes you'll be back soon with more dream root. Is there a game to play here? I'm playing it, look. Check it out, I'm moving around, pushing A occasionally, reading. Fantastic. Is this the inn? Can I go back here? Hilt and hammer, reliable weapons at affordable prices. I'm supposed to go to the inn, so where the hell is that? That's like a magic shop. There's the inn. Okay, let's go straight to the inn here. Sleepy Dragon.
What's there to say of the Sleepy Dragon? Suppose most folks would mark it a humble inn on a little hill. But to my family, Mum and Dad, Nana, my sister and me, it was our castle, our livelihood, my home.
Who was looking in the window there? Is that Graham? Oh no, it's Dad. Can't be distracted just now, Hart. Your old man falls off this stepladder. He's not getting back up anytime soon. And stars, do these windows need washing? There you are, Lyric. Your father said you wouldn't be far behind him. Been busy today, have you? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess I was playing Heroes and Slimes with my friends. Well, you managed to arrive too late to help with the cooking and too early to help dish up. You've got your father's knack for timing. I'll be needing you and your sister to plate and serve dinner in a short while, but I'm afraid you'll have to keep yourself busy till then. Let's talk to this person.
Isla's my sister, but comparisons only flatter the one of us. She's older, for one, friendlier, cleverer, and far more talented. Oh, and very pretty. Cannot forget that. Nobody else ever did.
Oh shit, we jealous? Oh hey Minnow, I wasn't sure I'd see you before dinner. Figured Dad would have put you to work after your little adventure.
Huh?
Does the whole village know about that already? What did you expect? Gossip moves fast when you can count your neighbors on 2 hands, especially gossip about a new villager. Kelsey told her folks he was pretty nasty to you, is that true? Wait. He wasn't that mean. Not really, he was mad, but only because we went in his house and broke a bottle. Kelsey's just being dramatic. What a surprise. Listen, Minnow, I know she's your best friend and all, but Kelsey sure is a brat sometimes. Anyway, did you want to practice on the piano? Yes. Sure, I should practice that song you've been teaching me. Minigame? Whenever you're ready. You remember the first few notes, don't you? Oh, it is actually a minigame. There you go, the notes are sounding good, but it looks like you still need to work on your hand placement. Here, why don't you shift over a bit? I'll fill in the harmony and we can play together. Watch my hands. I missed the Final Fantasy VII piano minigame. That was too fun. Your form is improving every day. I think you'll be better than me before too long. Maybe even better than Ma'am.
Huh?
I don't know. I can't even play both parts yet. Well, that's what practice is for. Minnow, you gotta keep at it. And speaking of practice, I should get back to mine. Cat. Even when it's warm outside, you never stray too far from the fireplace, do you, Stormy? Good kitty. Can we go up here? Nana always keeps her door locked when we have guests. I don't think she trusts adventurers very much. Another cat. Oh, Shadow. Nana would kill you if she found you sleeping on one of the guest beds. How did you even get in here? These adventurers were so rude to Ma'am when they came in. Barely said anything to her at the door. Are these more rooms? A bottle? Ma'am hates this cloak. It's ancient, but Dad refuses to get a new one. Jeez. Rain was pouring down in heavy sheets. Isabel watched it through the tavern windows, listening to the thunderous sounds of clanging steel and wild cheers as soldiers filled the city. The Red Knights had finally returned from their glorious campaign, and at long last her wait was over. He must have been among the first through the west gate, for mere moments later the old oak doors flung open. A familiar figure stood in the doorway, chiseled, somehow even more handsome than she remembered him, glistening in the rain. She let out a low moan and was in his arms before she could stop herself. It had been an entire year and she couldn't contain her passion any longer. She stopped kissing him just long enough to breathe a single word, causing his eyes to shine with desire. Upstairs, she whispered. I wonder what was upstairs. Ma'am never read me this book. Okay, wow. Books stacked on books full of sheet music. I bet Ma'am has most of it memorized by now. Isla hates it when I touch her things, but Nana says it's important to keep the whole inn tidy. Make the bed. Hope she's not too mad. Teddy bear. Sir Cuddles, brave defender of the bedroom kingdom, how fare thee? Give thy lady princess a full report on the day's events. Nothing to report, huh? What a boring kingdom. Kelsey says playing with dolls is for babies. I should hide my castle before she stays over again. Isla's top secret diary. Tonight's the big night. Mom and Dad have been talking all week about how beautiful the festival is going to be. I don't remember the last one very well. I was only 7, so I truly can't wait. I just know it's going to be wonderfully romantic. Me and you-know-who made a plan to find ourselves some privacy. There's a secret overlook just east of Miss Eva's house. All you have to do is squeeze through the laurel bushes growing at the edge of the cliff, and then throw yourself off, because Lyric, I know you're reading this. I told you not to touch my diary. Nice.
Huh?
Busted. How does she always know? I read your diary, bro. Hope I can play that well someday. Okay, now what am I supposed to do? You'll have to keep yourself busy a while longer. Oh man, within the hour. Can I just leave and come back? Fuck, what am I supposed to do here? Do birds aim for our windows specifically, or are we just that lucky? Who are you? Elspeth. Oh, don't mind me, dear. You know how your Nana likes to fuss over seating arrangements before a big village dinner. Is anyone special coming? Is anyone special planning to come tonight? Anyone special? My dear, the whole village will be in attendance, but I suppose you meant anyone out of the ordinary. I'd be most surprised if any of those adventurers at the inn decided to join us, too wrapped up in their own affairs as usual. We're expecting Mr. Byrne, the guardsman who just moved into the old cabin on the cliff. Rumor has it the two of you have met. I don't think he likes me very much, or my friends. There's plenty of time to make a second impression, dear, all the time in the world, if he decides to stay here in Pyreside, that is. Anyway, dear, would you prefer to sit with your little friends as usual, or will you charm us, family members, with your company? What do we think, chat? Family or friends? No, I haven't found the AK-47 yet. I'm looking for it. Friend, family, 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 friends, family. Let's go with the family. I'll sit with you and my parents this time. Maybe next to Isla. A pleasant surprise. I'll take that into account. Now go ahead, run along and play. Your Nana can handle the place setting. Okay, we talked to her. Now do we go back in here? Fuck. What more do you want from me? The writing is very good. Yeah, I mean, seems like a pretty well-written game. The voice acting is also pretty solid. What's this? Donovan must really love cabbage. There's already plenty of it growing over on the Dunnett's farm. Is that Graham? There you are, Lyric. Hey, you think Kelsey's folks let her have it for breaking that bottle?
Huh?
I don't think so. Kelsey's parents let her get away with anything.
Oh.
Yeah, you're probably right. Why'd you let her take the blame anyway? I was trying to cover for her. She deserved it. Well, she deserved it, didn't she? Kelsey was the one who snuck into the cabin, and she was the one who knocked over the bottle. Okay, yeah, it was her fault. I get it. I just didn't want her to be grounded from the festival or anything. I like hanging out, all of us together. Thanks, Graham. It's sweet of you looking out for us like that, even if Kelsey doesn't appreciate it. Don't sweat it. You're embarrassing me. Anyway, I'll see you at dinner, Lyric. Should be a fun night. The S is silent in Isla. Isla. Got it. Isla says I'm not strong enough to draw water from the well. I bet I could if I tried. I just don't want to. The Blossom Boutique. Did you need something, Lyric? Kelsey's playing outside if you're looking for our darling daughter. Thanks, Mr. Miles. Just poking around. I bet she's gonna be pissed. I'm not talking to you. Mother says I can't have any dessert tonight because you went and told on me. Sorry, Kelsey. I didn't want Graham to. Don't bother, I'm never gonna forgive you. Good, fuck you.
That view. Oh, that view. Even as a child, I knew how lucky I was to have it. Songbirds flitting across the sky, moonfish shimmering in the lake, and the most romantic sunsets a girl could dream of, steps away from our door. Long, lazy hours I spent soaking it all in.
Alright, can we go back into the inn now and get things started? Ready to help dish up, Lyric? It's nearly time for dinner. I'm ready. Can't wait for dinner to start.
Oh!
Happy to hear it. I knew I could count on you. Isla, loath as I am to pull you away from your music, it's time to dish up. Come help your sister. Now, it might look like there's plenty of food, but with the entire village coming to dinner, we can't afford to drop a single morsel. Minigame? Give me something interesting to do. No? Okay. James. Well, I've only taken a few bites. But I have to say this meal already lives up to the occasion. Compliments to the chef. I have to agree, delicious as usual, Caroline. You flatter me, gentlemen. It's nothing special, honestly. Maybe a bit more garlic in the potatoes than usual. A bit more. Call me old-fashioned, but I can hardly taste the vegetables underneath all these spices. You know, when your father used to make his signature mashed potatoes, he would just put the tiniest sprinkle of... I know, a sprinkle of thyme and a dash of rosemary. I'm using my own recipe here, not Dad's ancient one. And what's wrong with tradition? We have recipes that have been in the family longer than the sleepy dragon itself. Elspeth, I don't think your daughter's saying there's anything wrong with how Fergus used to make them. Psst. Hey, Lyric, thanks for sitting at this table instead of with your friends. I can't imagine a more boring conversation. No problem, I didn't want you to get stuck listening to Mam and Nana bicker all by yourself. The culinary arts have come a long way since the Bronze Age, ma'am. It isn't disrespectful to add a modern flair to an old dish. Culinary arts, pah, clobbing heaps of haphazard fixings on your plate until you can barely taste a thing. You whippersnappers simply don't appreciate. So Kelsey really broke into that man's house. He doesn't look very friendly. I wonder what his deal is. I went in too. Actually, me and Kelsey were in there together. I think he used to be an adventurer. He has this big sword and everything. Whoa, really? That was pretty dangerous, Lyric, but also pretty cool. What's he doing in Pyreside then? Dunno. I don't think I want him here, though. He looks so angry all the time. So it sounds as though we can all agree there's value in tradition as well as being open to new ideas. I certainly think so. Take blacksmithing, for instance. For example. We should give him a chance. He's probably got some dark, tragic secret in his past. You know how adventurers are. Speaking of...
The adventurers what passed through our village. Didn't care for them in those days. Didn't understand. In truth, they were heroes. Out braving the dangers of the world and making it safer for the rest of us. But through the eyes of a little girl, they were cold, arrogant, certainly not deserving of the care Mom and Dad showed them.
Back to your plates, ladies. You're gawking like you've never seen a rude adventurer before. They didn't even notice we were all sitting down to a village dinner. Imagine being that self-absorbed. Just their way, isn't it? It's nothing new. Certainly not. My own grandmother would go on and on to anyone who'd listen about how boorish and oblivious adventurers could be. Ma'am, may I be excused? I want to see if my friends are done so we can find a good spot to watch the firelights. You've finished your dinner already? Stars above, you're going to choke if you eat any faster. What about your face sprouts? I ate most of them. Well, then you can watch most of the firelights before I send you up to bed, unless you'd rather finish your sprouts. Okay, I'll finish them. Is this a visual novel? It's pretty close. It's pretty slow, man. Alright, Hart. I tell you to be on your best behavior, but I know you're already planning on it. Your mother and I are going to watch the lights with some of the other grown-ups. Well, we're going to be drinking. Stars, James. She knows what wine is and why it's a drink for adults. Don't you, Lyric? Yep, wine is what you drink with your friends that makes you all loud and annoying, and laugh at jokes that aren't funny. Can't tell if that was sarcasm or not. She really is our daughter, isn't she? Well, she's mine, at least. I've actually been meaning to tell you about a dashing adventurer I met around 9 years ago. Very funny. Dashing or not, no adventurer could have peeled your eyes away from this handsome devil. What was that about sarcasm again? Have a good time, Lyric. We'll come find you in an hour or two when it's time for bed. Please don't tell me it's real in-game time. We love you, Hart. If you need anything, go bother your sister. Okay, go drink your wine. Go drink your wine, I won't need anything. You hope some demon will show up and put this village to pieces. Hey Lyric, I hope you and Kelsey can still make up. Tonight won't be as much fun if we can't all enjoy it together. What's happening over here?
Huh?
Brianna, what are you doing down here, Lyric? The show is starting soon. Get up to the overlook with your friends. Ahem, thousands of twinkling lights rising over the lake. You're going to love the sight, dear. Oh, hey, Minnow, do you need something? I'm fine, but what about you? You seem a little sad. Sad? Oh, nope, just waiting for the lights. Speaking of, you should run along to the overlook. I saw your friends up there, claiming all the best spots. She's getting stood up by her date. Oh, no. Almost time for the pyre lights. Okay, so we have to go to the pyre lights, sure. We can watch the pyre lights together, but I'm still mad at you. Mother wouldn't let me have any dragonberry pie. Hey Finn, are you ready to watch the pyre lights? Yeah, I can't look at you because I don't want to miss it. You can stand next to me if you want, though. So, where are they? I don't see anything. The windfish? Lyric, grab my hand. This way, now.
We came to know it as the Shadow. It sounds mundane, doesn't it? Unassuming. None of us had any notion what it was or where it came from, which only deepened our fear of it. I know what comes after in most stories. Gathered up a party of misfit heroes and set off to vanquish evil, did I? I didn't. Never even left the village. Mine's a different sort of story, remember? Full of sadness and sentiment and people very precious to me, if not the great ballads. I lost a few of them that night.
Oh my god.
Mom and Dad both died in that first storm.
No.
A handful handful of other folks besides.
Finn, say it ain't so. He was standing right next to me. How did I survive and he didn't?
Speak of it plainly now, but in the moment, well, it took ages to reassemble the shattered pieces of our lives, and things could never truly go back to the way they were. Yet, the shadow passed, and we lived on. What else could we do? What else can we ever?
Was this game made in RPG Maker? I think so. You think that was Isla's boyfriend? The giant fish that killed everyone? Chapter 1 complete. You played fair at Heroes and Slimes. You befriended a Moonlight Oryx. You blamed Kelsey for breaking the bottle. You told Molly to plant an herb garden. So it looks like we missed some stuff, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, let's save it. That's fine. Alright, guys, on to chapter 2. I wonder how many chapters there are. 7 years later. $27. There better not be 27. 682. 16. I don't know if any of you are telling the truth. Not bad, Lyric. Pull in a few more that size and we'll be heading back to shore in no time. I was starting to think you dozed off back there. Been so quiet all morning. Right, sorry, I'm awake. Just lost in thought, I guess. No kidding, you haven't said a word in 20 minutes. If you don't mind me asking, what is it you've been thinking about so intensely? My love life. Oh, you know, daydreaming about gushy romantic stuff, longing to find my soulmate and all that. Okay, I shouldn't have asked. You want to be all quiet and mysterious, go right ahead. No need for sarcasm. Really though, you know you can talk to me about anything, right? We've been friends for a long time. Friends? Well, yeah, friends. What else would we be? At least one of us is having some luck. Your Nana will be happy to have Moonfish in her band tonight. Hate to say it, but we should probably start rowing back soon. Peaceful as the morning's been.
They say time heals all wounds. Not so sure myself. Dulls the pain, maybe? Mornings out on the lake became part of my new routine. They made for pleasant distractions, full of songbirds trilling and waves lapping and Graham's easy company. But even the sweetest distractions only that. Truth was, the shadow had settled deep within our mountains, and coils of darkness began creeping into our homes like ivy up the old walls of the inn. We wouldn't be able to ignore it much longer.
Did I hear that? Did I hear what? Graham can handle cleaning and gutting the fish we saw. I should get home before it gets any later. What's over here?
My fart, ha 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 ha.
Oh, did I find a secret area? Compostal, thank you for the 100 bits. That's hilarious. Good one. The dawn flowers don't glow as brightly these days, but they still attract lots of pretty butterflies. Hey little friend, how's it hoppin'? You won't tell anyone I made such a silly pun, will you? Our camp out the other night was so much fun until Kelsey got scared of that old ghost story and demanded Graham walk us home. This guy looks like he's going to talk a lot.
Oh?
Miles. Oh, Lyric. Were you out on the lake this morning? Such pleasant weather we've been blessed with. Yeah, Graham and I have been out here since sunrise. It was just beautiful on the water. I'd imagine so. Myself, I'm taking a short break from minding the shop. Simply had to take advantage of this sunshine. I should probably be getting back soon, though. You never know when those adventurers will pop in looking for a sale. I'll leave you alone then, Mr. Miles. I wouldn't want to cut into any of your precious break time. Thank you, dear girl. Always so thoughtful. You take care now. Okay, great. Was there something up here? Can I get in here? Maybe. That's Kelsey's dad, was it? Another dragon berry. Take it. Can I climb the vines? Nope, I guess not. Mr. Byrne, how are you this morning? The squirrels around here, have you ever seen one act this way, so frightened and frantic? I guess not. No, I guess I haven't. It looks panicked about something. Has to be something out of the ordinary. The rodents that live in these mountains don't have many natural predators. Jax just started following the scent and... Oh my god. Jax, it's alright. Come on back here, boy. You alright? Blasted thing didn't bite you, did it? No, I'm okay, just startled. I guess you were right, the squirrels around here never act like that. It's eyes. You noticed too then. Thought I was crazy. There was an almost greenish glow to them. Never seen anything like that before. Be careful getting back to the village, Lyric. You notice any other creatures acting strangely, you let me know right away. Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, can we not, Jubelson? Let's try not to be a creep. It's much easier getting down to the lake shore ever since Byrne built this bridge. He cut down a lot of trees to clear a path, too. Wonder what he's planting in this new garden bed. Should I break into his house again? I doubt Byrne would appreciate me breaking into his house while he's away. I'm not a kid anymore. Fishing is one thing, but I'm not sure I could handle bigger game. Glad the town's got someone else to do the hunting. Wait, where was I going? Just back to town again? Finally, you know, you were out on that boat the entire morning, right? I was starting to get impatient. Do we have plans I don't know about? Well, yeah, just because I didn't tell you about them doesn't mean we didn't have any. You're helping me pick topper mushrooms. Come on, there's plenty growing over by the old manna tree. Hold on, I need to see if it's okay first. Nana might have some chores for me this afternoon. Ugh, fine, we can make a quick stop at the inn. By the way, what were you and Graham doing out on the lake so long? Kissing, right? I bet you were kissing. That's right. That's right, we were kissing hard. Don't try to hide it with jokes. I've seen the way you look at him. The way I look at him, what are you talking about? We're friends. For now you are. We'll see. Graham isn't bad looking, you know, for a Pyreside boy. You kiss him then. No, we don't want Kelsey taking our man. I guess you're right. Yeah, I guess so. We've been friends since we were kids. The idea of kissing him was just weird. Okay. Anyway, if you're done making me wait for you, let's talk to your Nana. I want to pick some mushrooms before I'm old and wrinkly. Hi there, Lyric. Kelsey, William and I were just chatting about some boring work business. Do you find young women need something? I'd say it's hardly boring business. Constructing a pen for a newborn oryx is a meticulous and meaningful work. To you, of course, but these are busy teenage girls, Mr. William. Your interests and theirs may not always line up. It sounds boring. No offense, Mr. William, but it does sound a little boring. Well, I suppose it can't be helped. At least Graham will be happy hearing all about it. He cares a great deal for the oryx. In any case, I'm certain just the 2 boards across the back will be enough. We'll still need that extra space. No problem. Isaac could make those cuts in his sleep. Now about the base of the design. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, let's go back up to the sleepy dragon and see what's going on. Brianna's definitely been hitting the gym. Am I gonna play the new Hearthstone season? Is there a new... When's the new expansion coming out? Ah, pardon my clumsiness. I was just bidding farewell to the innkeeper and didn't think... And pardon me again, but I must say it. I hadn't expected to encounter 2 young women as lovely as yourselves in so humble a village. Let Kelsey respond. She can have this guy. How sweet, it's true. You won't find proper women like us in any of the other backwater towns around here. My name is Kelsey. I design clothing and accessories at the tailor shop down the road. Oh, and this is Lyric. Charmed. My name is Tomas Kilton. I'm a traveling merchant by trade, only now bringing my affairs this far north. I'd not planned on making Pyreside a regular destination, but perhaps I'll have to reconsider. Such a delightful place.
I didn't know what to make of Thomas right away. Kelsey had fallen head over heels, of course. He was a man, after all, and one we hadn't known our whole lives. Strange to recall that morning, considering what would happen between us.
Ooh, what's gonna happen? Gorgeous. I think my knees actually buckled when he smiled at me. Should I make him buy me a drink, or play things coy? He's a little creepy. Don't you think he's a little creepy going on about how lovely we are? He's got to be at least 10 years older than us. So, 10 years is nothing. I'm very mature for my age. Mature, ahem, that's not the word I would use. Whatever that means. Come on, will you? No more distractions. Who are you guys? They'll speak up if they need something. Best to leave busy adventurers to themselves.
Well.
Ah there, dear. Back from your excursion out on the lake. It certainly was a beautiful morning for it. Sure was. Graham and I pulled in a pretty good haul. Were there any chores you needed my help with this afternoon? Kelsey wants me to go mushroom hunting with her. I suppose your old Nana can manage without you. Run along now before I change my mind. Oh, there is one quick thing you can do for me. Be a dear and go wake up your sister. Heaven knows how she's still sleeping at this hour. I'm on it. Thanks, Nana. Can I play the piano? No. Cat survived. Oh, Stormy, I'm surprised you haven't singed off all your fur by now, sleeping that close to the fireplace. Wait, oh. Maybe a quick change of clothes? Alright, sure. Bluebird, Bluebird, sing your pretty song. Isla, time to wake up. It's afternoon, lazy bones. Hello, Nana needs you downstairs. Nana, she's not answering. Are you sure she's in there? Well, her door's locked, isn't it? Ah, bother. Oh, you go ahead and run along with your friend, dear. I'll speak to your sister another time. What's in here? Locked as usual. Maybe Nana has a secret treasure hidden away and doesn't want some random hero looting it. Mushrooms. Mushrooms. Okay, I'm ready to go. After you, impatient girl. Bye, Nana. I'll be back before dinner. Do be careful, dear. I count on you more than I should.
The longer I live, the more the metal of dear old Nana impresses me. Those years should have seen her well taken care of. Mint tea and knitwork by the fire. Instead, she was on her feet, scurrying about here and there, task after task, night after night. Till the day the woman died, may she sleep soundly. It wasn't fair, losing Mom and Dad like we did. It wasn't fair to any of us. Nana never complained, never wavered. I take strength from her example, even now.
So what's with your sister anyway? She's been acting so weird lately, locking herself up in her room and sleeping all morning. Father thinks she's on something. One of those bubbly potions merchants sell off the back of their wagons. Isla's not on some potion. You think your dad thinks that about every traveler who looks at him funny. Okay, but doesn't it make you mad? You've been helping your Nana so much, we can't even pick mushrooms without checking in. Meanwhile, Isla's getting up to who knows what, acting all dodgy and staying in her room for hours on end. It's gotta be frustrating. Yeah, a little. Yeah, it is a little frustrating. It doesn't seem fair that she just gets to do whatever she wants. I bet it has something to do with the summer solstice. You know, the big anniversary on everyone's minds. Could be. Isla's always had a hard time talking about what happened. Not as though it's been easy for the rest of us. Lyric, I should have thought about that before bringing you here. We can look for mushrooms somewhere else if you want. No, it's okay. I'm okay. Thanks, though. Okay, then you start here. I'll look up by the tree. And remember, red means they're not quite ripe yet. Got it? Red means not quite ripe. So this purple one's good, then. We want the good purple one. Whatever's going on with Isla, I hope she's okay. I'm sure she has a lot on her mind. Time is never easy. I mean, this one's like orange. This one's obviously red. This one's like red-ish. I can't tell with the light on this one. Is this purple or what? Not quite ripe yet. Okay, what about this one? Still, I wish you would just talk to me about it. Sure, I'll take this one. It might be not that great, but whatever. Oh my god. What's going on? Kelsey, are you okay? That squirrel, it jumped at me, and now it's just laying there. What's wrong with it? It's breathing so heavily. Hope it turns into like a giant squirrel monster. Oh no, it's the same one from before. We have to help it. Stern adventurer. I'm afraid it's too late for that. Step back, ladies. Too late, what do you mean? The poor beast has been infected by the shadow curse. See the green glow about its eyes? A surefire sign. Pray for your own good. Do not approach the creature. Even with your help, it would not be long for this world. Wait just a second. What are you going to do? You may want to avert your eyes, ladies. This is no sight for innocent village folk such as yourselves. I mean, how am I gonna cure the shadow curse, you know? Just kill it, whatever. Even in death, the beast could still be dangerous. Shadow sickness is something not even our brightest scholars fully understand. Best to stay away, even now. Let the soil in the woods reclaim the poor creature. Take care now, ladies. We're off to meet our newest recruit a little deeper in these woods.
If I didn't care for adventurers as a child, by my 16th summer I came to resent them. Even when doing something noble, they were so smug and self-important. Rarely paid much mind to the humble folk who spent our days tidying their rooms and fluffing their pillows. Worse still, none of them had managed to vanquish the shadow. Not in all those years. What good's the hero if he can't slay the dragon?
Huh?
Lyric, Kelsey, is everything okay? Isaac was helping me carry tackle back to the village and we heard a scream. Yeah, we're okay, just a little shaken. That squirrel attacked Kelsey, but some adventurers showed up to help. They said it had something called shadow sickness. Shadow sickness, as in the big, evil, deadly shadow? I guess so. I saw it earlier when I was coming back from the shore. It had this strange green look in its eyes. Well, it doesn't matter now. The adventurers put the rabbit thing out of its misery. The adventurers? Why were they out in the woods, did they say? Dunno, something about meeting someone. Does it matter? Maybe not. Lyric, have you seen your sister today? I haven't seen her, but she's locked up in her room as usual. What does Isla have to do with any of this? Listen, you should go talk to her. I have a feeling she might know something about this whole mess. I'll give the poor creature a proper burial. Go on now. Trust me. Wait, the adventurers said it could still be dangerous. Well, okay. I'll be careful not to touch it with my bare hands. I'm sure I can find gloves and a shovel back at the workshop. Poor thing. Yeah, I wonder if Kelsey just got the shadow sickness. I don't understand what we're doing here. What's Isla's gonna know about a sick squirrel? And why do we care? I mean, it's not really our problem anymore. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. Her door's still locked. Who knows what she's been doing in there? Stars, Lyric. Just move, will you? Is your Nana looking? No, she's helping that merchant with something. Kelsey. There, 1 hairpin and 5 seconds later. Now we can stop asking stupid questions and find some hopefully less stupid answers. Kelsey just loves breaking and entering. What the? This place is a pigsty. What's wrong with your sister? I don't know. I guess it's been a while since I've been in here. I had no idea it had gotten this bad. Oh shit, let's read these notes. It's filthy in here. Has she really been living like this? Lyric, you need to read this. Read the letter. Lyric, Minnow, if you're reading this, then I've already left Pyreside. I debated in my head 100 ways to say goodbye, but they'd all be so painful to speak aloud, you know? I guess your big sister is too much of a coward to look you in the eye and say these things. I've gone with a party of heroes on their quest to destroy the shadow. That vile creature, that demon, it's still out there, lurking in the mountains, and I'm expected to sit quietly in our little village and hope someone else kills it someday? How can I, when it took Mam and Dad away from us? Give Nana a kiss from me and tell her I regret leaving this way. When I come back, I'm sure I'll have all sorts of thrilling... She's just leaving? Lyric. This window's wide open. Looks like she tied some bed sheets together and climbed down. Come on then, what are you two waiting for?
there it was. Isla had been training with the adventurers. For a good while too, judging by the grace of her draw. Seems a petty thing.
Wait,
in
that's her?
hindsight,
She's just right
but
there?
at the moment, her secret struck me as personal betrayal. There was a flurry of emotions marching into that clearing, burned and bitter. A pot of stew boiling over.
Lyric, how did... What the hell is this, Isla? What are you doing with these people? Why are you using a bow? Listen, Lyric, this isn't the best time. Please, we can talk about this back home, okay? We're talking about this right now. Who knows when I'll have another chance to talk to my own sister. Fine, if the little minnow can't be patient, let's talk. Get mad or get really mad? What do you guys want to see? Really mad or mad? Really mad. No, you don't get to call me that anymore. I'm not your little minnow. You don't get to hide this kind of secret from me. What were you gonna do? Leave Pyreside without telling me? Just leave me and Nana alone to run the inn? Think for a second, Lyric. I'm doing this for you, for Nana, and for all the other families out there broken by the damn shadow. So what? You're gonna go out and slay the shadow yourself? That's ridiculous, and you know it. Someone has to do it, girl. Someone has to take up the sword. And that someone has to be my sister? She's never fought a monster in her life. You think she's gonna become some kind of hero? Lyric, you don't know what you're talking about. Just go back up to the inn, okay? I'll come talk to you when you've calmed down. You've clearly made up your mind. When are you leaving? Tomorrow, first thing in the morning. Then fine, I will go back to the inn, but I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to let you spin this to be anything but selfish. Oh my god. Nana, I need to talk to you. It's about Isla. Oh, Lyric, I fear Donovan's just told me. Apparently your sister shared her plans with Isaac, and the dear boy couldn't keep it in. How can she be so selfish? How can she just leave us? No doubt the consequences of leaving Pyreside weigh heavily on her, but she believes she's doing what's right. Dear, I'm going to talk to her, but I don't expect it to make any difference. She is like your mother in that way, so stubborn. I know it's hard and unfair, to you most of all. Nana, what can we do? We can try to stay calm, and we can try our best to see things from Isla's perspective. She loves us dearly. That has never been in doubt. Lyric, if we can't convince her to stay, we must do our best to prepare her for her journey, so she may return to us safely. Take some time in your room if you need it, but then you should ask around the village for help. I'm certain you'll find plenty. Okay, I think I can do that. Wait, what? We gotta ask around the village? What the fuck? When did I last have something interesting to write in my diary? I guess I do now. Quick change of clothes. Stick with blue. Why didn't you tell me, Shadow? I bet you knew before anyone. Alright, let's go. So we have to talk to people around town. Well, dear, have you spoken to everyone who might be able to help? Isla should be well prepared for the road. Any ideas? I'm not sure. Any ideas? Perhaps you could talk to the merchant upstairs. Seems well stocked with accessories and equipment. Oh, hello there. Lyric was it? I'm happy to report my stay has been quite satisfactory thus far. What a charming little inn. Right, thank you. I'm glad to hear it. Although I'm embarrassed to say I overheard a little of what's going on downstairs. The girl leaving with the adventurers, your sister? Yeah, that's my sister. I'm sorry you had to listen to that. I may have gotten a little heated. Nonsense. For what it's worth, I believe your anger was justified. It seems rather selfish of her to leave this place behind. Well, I know a little about what you're going through. It wasn't a sister for me, but a best friend. I suppose the call to adventure is too much for some folks to resist. I'm sorry to hear that. What happened to your friend? Listen, I'd like to help. You and your grandmother have provided such pleasant hospitality. This is the least I can do. Oh my god, what is it? That's called a firefly lantern. They're exceedingly rare in these parts, enchanted with ancient elf magic to burn longer and brighter. I haven't tested it myself, but it's said a firefly lantern will keep its warm glow even in the darkest, dankest crevices of the world. Oh, Mr. Tomas, thank you, but I'm sure I can't afford this. I'm quite certain you can. It's free of charge after all. As I said, it's the least I could do for you and your kind grandmother. Please, just accept it. Protest any further and you'll be putting both of us in an awkward position. I wouldn't want to do that. Thank you, Mr. Tomas. I'll be sure Isla takes it with her tomorrow. Oh, and one more thing. It's just Tomas. Mr. sounds so stilted. I'd say we're past such formalities, wouldn't you? Well then, thank you, Tomas. Truly. You're most welcome, Lyric. Take care now. Wonderful, yeah. Pompous jerk. Should I talk to anyone else? My son went to the woods for a breath of fresh air. Who's his son again? Isaac? How am I not exhausted reading out all this dialogue? I mean, I spend all day talking, you know, I can talk for hours. It's kind of my job. Alright, so who's in the woods? Where is this dude? Oh, is this him? Oh, hey, Lyric, I almost didn't see you there. I guess I'm a little distracted at the moment. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Would you like some company? Yours always. Have a seat, kid. You used to go out in the woods to get high? Nice. Oof, I'm sorry, Lyric. I didn't mean for you to find out that way. I thought she'd be in her room and would tell you face to face. She told me last night. Sounds like I was the only one she'd planned to tell it all. I tried to change her mind. Stars, I did. I'm sure you tried too, but we both know how stubborn Isla can be. You know, it used to drive me crazy when we were younger, in both good and bad ways. She'd always want to go on some adventure through the woods and wouldn't take no for an answer. I just had to try and keep up. How long did the two of you, I mean, are you still... Oh no, we dated for a while, but that was years ago. She really never talked to you about this stuff? Not really, I don't know. She used to, but lately she hasn't been opening up to me very much. I guess now I know why. I'm sorry, Lyric. I know you're worried about her. I am too. But if there's anyone that can take on this challenge, it's your sister. She's the strongest person I've ever known. Listen, I made her something. Arrows for her bow. They're the best I could fashion on such short notice. I'll make sure she gets them, Isaac, and thank you. Okay, well, I mean, is there anyone else to talk to out here, or should I just go back? Is there going to be someone all the way out here? I hope not. What if you can just wander out of the town? Wait, where am I going? Am I leaving? I'm gonna go slay the fucking shadow dragon myself. Isla, do you really have to go? No, it's not letting me. About Burn. It's pretty late, but Burn used to be an adventurer. He might have some tools or insight that could help Isla. Knock on the door. Oh, it's you. Bit late to borrow some sugar. I wanted to talk. Sorry to bother you at this hour, but I wanted to talk.
Huh?
To me? You're not confusing me with someone else? No, it's my sister's leaving Pyreside tomorrow. She's been secretly training with those adventurers, and they're leaving on their quest. I thought, well, since you used to be an adventurer, I thought you might have some advice for her. Advice, huh? Yeah, I have advice for her. Don't go. Too late for that. Isla's made up her mind. She thinks she's going to be able to kill the Shadow or something. And you don't think she can? Well, no one's been able to yet. All the seasoned warriors and wizards that come through Pyreside, they're all just marching off to die. Isla's no one special. She's alright with the bow, I guess, but she's never even left the village. Not exactly true. I've seen her sneak out into the overworld at night. Once watched her take down a full-grown owlbear. Are you serious? Why didn't you stop her? She wants to be an adventurer, that's her choice, and if she does, it's best she has some experience before she takes to the road. This clearly isn't some flight of fancy. Your sister's been working towards this goal for a long while. 7 years, I'd wager. You know, the hardest part isn't fighting owlbears. There's danger in the overworld, true, but the hardest part is coming home. Adventure changes the person. If you do come back, you come back different. Better or worse, you see things with different eyes. Sometimes it helps you appreciate your loved ones more. Other times it drives a rift between you. My advice isn't for Isla, it's for you, Lyric. Don't begrudge her for leaving. Don't let this break the bond between you, because there's no coming back from that. Trust me. Thank you, Mr. Byrne. I'll remember that. Can I go past his house to the... No, I guess not. Shouldn't go any deeper into the woods this late. Okay. I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna finish up this chapter and then we're gonna probably call it a stream. What kind of game is this? It is a slow, story-based game with lots of talking to people. It's not terrible though, just not really my cup of tea, I would say. Ever tried orc massage? I don't know what that is. It has visuals and a large amount of text that rival a visual novel. Are you saying this is a... or they rival a novel? Saying this is a visual novel. Oh, little Lyric, just the girl I was hoping to see. Really? Did you need help with something, Mr. William? No, just the opposite. In fact, I have a present for you. Well, no, that's wrong again. Reckon it would be more accurate to say Luna the Oryx has a present for you. Ah, milk. Yay. Old Luna has always been quite fond of you, so I don't think she'll mind you taking some of her milk for your sister. That there is midnight milk, thick, creamy, and chock full of nutrients. Could keep any adventurer going for weeks. Thanks, Mr. William. I'll make sure Isla takes it along. Sweet. It's a good game. It's not bad. Can I go in here? No. I wish there was a run button. Oh, little Lyric, just the girl I was hoping to see. Well, one of them anyway, but you are at the top of the pile. Would you be a darling and run up here a moment? I could use your help with something. Shouldn't take more than a spell. Sure, be right up, Miss Molly. Lifesaver you are. Mind that middle stair. I'm guessing she's gonna give me some herbs from the garden. There you are, little Lyric. Oh, I do appreciate your help. You see, I told your grandmother I'd join her for a quick cup of tea this evening, but I found myself without a babysitter. Why even have a husband or a son? Always off doing who knows what when they're needed most. You'd think little Hazel deserves better. And I'm certain old Elspeth wouldn't mind bringing the babe along. But she's been so fussy today, I reckon I'd be so distracted anyhow. So, you need me to watch Hazel for a few minutes? Oh, that would be lovely. Could you, darling? Sure. What a treasure you are. Don't let her trick you into thinking she needs a meal or a nap. She's had both within the hour. As I said, she's been a bit fussy, but I shouldn't be long. Maybe you could tell her a story. You know how she loves story time. Oh god. Story, huh? You know, Hazel, you shouldn't always believe the storybooks. They're all just made up. In real life, the heroes don't always win. Sometimes the dragon lives, no matter how many adventurers throw their lives away fighting it. Oh no. What a downer. Okay, okay, don't look at me like that. Maybe it's better you wait and find those things out for yourself. Alright then, a story. Once upon a time, let's see. Once upon a time there lived a brave man. He quested all across the kingdom, defeating monsters and performing great feats of heroism. On this particular adventure, he found himself in the middle of an open wasteland. An open wasteland, a vast expanse of wild grasses and rotted trees stretched out in every direction. It was, let's see. A dark and stormy night. A dark and stormy night. As the hero walked, a chilling wind howled across the plains. Something sinister was afoot. You see, earlier that evening, the hero had been set upon by a group of snarling wolfmen. Snarling wolfmen, nasty fanged creatures that wanted nothing more than the blood of innocent victims. The hero fought them off bravely, but when the battle was over, he realized they had stolen away with something precious. And what was that again? His lover. His lover, yeah, that's it. The vile creatures had managed to kidnap the hero's one true love. A beautiful woman. She was a beautiful woman and the hero cared for her deeply. He wasn't going to let anything stand in his way. The hero was reunited with his true love, but it came at a price. During the battle, he had suffered a grievous wound. Oh my god. Why would you tell this story to a child who doesn't even know words? It sounds like your man's home. I suppose we should get to the end of our little story. Tell a happy ending. Somehow defying all the odds, the hero made a miraculous recovery, having saved the life of his one true love. Real life doesn't always work that way, Hazel, but that doesn't mean stories can't. And so the hero lived happily ever after. Yay. What the fuck are you talking about, buddy? Let's just remove you for now. Back in record time, she wasn't too much trouble, was she? Not at all. I told her a short story and she just stared at me wide-eyed the whole time, like she could understand. I know just the look you're talking about makes me reckon she really does understand, but that's the addled man brain talking. Any case, darling, I do appreciate your help, even those few spare minutes are such a blessing when she's this age. Oh, and give my love to your sister, will you? She's truly a courageous young woman, that's certain. Yeah, I'll do that. See you, Miss Molly. Am I streaming the direct in 3 hours? No, I will be watching the direct at the beginning. She didn't even give me anything to give to my sister, what the fuck? I'll be watching it at the beginning of the stream tomorrow for the first time, and I will avoid all spoilers. I don't think Graham bothers with pet fish anymore, he's more about catching them and eating them these days. Yeah, I don't know if I was misunderstanding what he was saying, or if he was just being an ass. But, you know, we'll keep an eye on him. Have I been in here? No. I'm sure you've plenty on your mind, dear girl. I won't keep you. So I've been thinking about your idiot sister and how to keep her idiot self alive out there in the overworld. I can surely spare a set of boots and gauntlets, leathers and furs. Any of our standard gear
There
will be
is
better for
nothing more
travel than what
bald than
she's
bald
got.
bald.
If she's gonna go on pretending she's an adventurer, she should at least look the part. I'll make sure she's suited up by morning. Isla might actually look decent for once if I'm the one dressing her. No offense, which sister has a miserable sense of fashion. Thanks, Kelsey. I mean it. Don't mention it. Alright, this is what friends are for. Let me know if there's anything else I can do. So soft, I wouldn't mind a blanket or robe out of this material. Wait, so do we have to pick out the outfit, or is it just like... She's just gonna give it. This painting is of the capital city. I wonder if Mr. Miles dreams of moving there. What a beautiful portrait of Miss Eva. Okay, whatever. I guess we're good here. We don't have to like pick out anything. You're looking pretty beat, Lyric. You should think about trying to get some sleep. Shut up. Okay. And what was in here? Vacant shop. Donovan keeps the keys to the old apothecary. Let me guess, we're gonna occupy that shop a little bit later. Anyone up here? Oh, it's Graham. Lyric, I'm sorry, I can't imagine how you must be feeling right now. Are you okay? I'm okay. A little angry, obviously, but yeah, I think I'm okay. Isla made up her mind, you know, life will go on, it has to. Yeah. I've been thinking a lot lately. It's that time of year, I guess, thinking about what's important and who's important. I just want you to know I'm glad you're staying. Staying? What do you mean? Staying in the village? Well, yeah, staying in Pyreside instead of going off with Isla and those adventurers, going on some epic quest. Whatever adventurers do. Don't tell me you haven't considered it. You know, like the heroes in the classic stories? Their humble village gets attacked, loved ones struck down by some great evil, so they set out to save the kingdom and restore peace. Really, Graham? The heroes in those stories are brave and clever and strong. They wield legendary swords, not brooms and mugs of ale. That's Isla's story, maybe, not mine. Well, like I said, I'm glad you're staying, but you're wrong, Lyric. You are brave and clever and strong, all those things, more than anyone I've ever met. Graham. I don't mean to muck things up or complicate an already emotional night, but I can't hold it in anymore. I'm crazy about you, Lyric. Have been for a very long time. Oh my god. What do we think, guys? Do we accept Graham's love? Or do we say, you are? I feel the same way. Graham, I feel the same way. I like spending time with you. That's okay, Lyric. I'm not expecting anything from you, and I didn't tell you this to make you... Wait, what did you just say? I feel the same way. I like you too, Graham. Whoa. I went over this 100 times in my head, but never considered that that's what you would say. I'm not sure what we do now. I guess I'm not either, but it's nice to know. Yeah, it really is. Maybe tomorrow after Isla, you know, after the adventurers leave, maybe we could take a walk. I know there'll be a lot on your mind. It might help you decompress. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure how I'll be feeling, but maybe. No pressure, Lyric. Just know that I'm here for you, okay? Always. Alright, well, she did not give me anything to give to Isla, so I think we maybe have everything for Isla. Sit on the bench. Deuce, thank you for the 46 months, really appreciate it. Dragon Wolf, thank you for the 169 bits as well. Can't believe Isla's leaving. She wasn't even going to say goodbye if I hadn't found that letter.
Our love our smile.
That's it. Is there anyone in this windmill building? Oh, we're back here now. What does she think she's going to accomplish anyway? We both watched adventurers come and go for years, and still nothing. It's just so selfish. She belongs in Pyreside. We need her here more than they need her out there. How can she not consider the people she's leaving behind? Alright, let's check the windmill and we'll go back. It's just, you just look up at it, I guess. Okay. Have you spoken to everyone who might be able to help? Yes, I think so. Yes, I think so. I should have at least a few things to offer. Mr. William was kind enough to offer some midnight milk. He says adventurers can live off its nutrients for weeks. Lovely, indeed. Sustenance is vital on such a quest. Isaac crafted these arrows himself and wants Isla to take them. They seem really well made. My boy does good work. Those arrows will fly straight and true. The merchant, staying upstairs, Tomas, he offered this lantern. I tried to give him some coins, but he refused. Truly, what a lovely gesture, and a wonderful tool. I guess that's all. Hopefully it helps. No doubt it will, dear. You've done what you can for your sister and her traveling companions. The rest falls to them. One last request. Do join Donovan and myself for a cup of tea? Wait, what about the Kelsey's family? Maybe I had to talk to her dad again after she said that. Okay, sure. 1 cup might help me get to sleep. Lyric, sweet, sweet Lyric. Did your folks ever tell you why they gave you that name? Such a lovely story. No, but I like it. It's different. They would be happy to hear that. Had a dreadful time thinking of what to call you. You know what a musician your mother was. I don't just mean her skill on the piano or her singing voice, lovely as it was. It's how she saw the world. Everything was music. She used to say that she and your father were writing a symphony together. Falling in love, getting married, bringing your sister into the world, it was all a beautiful symphony. She lived with a song in her heart, clear for us all to see. After Isla was born, your folks knew they wanted more children, and badly. They tried, they did, but, well, months without any signs turned into seasons, and seasons turned into years, and your mam and dad began to lose hope. They were happy, certainly, with their beautiful little daughter and the peaceful life they shared, but something was missing. Your mother knew it, and we all knew it through her. Her song was somehow incomplete. So imagine, my dear, what a joy you were when you came into our lives. It had been 5 years since your sister was born. 5 years your parents had been longing to finish their symphony. Do you remember the day she told you? Clear as the summer sky, Caroline came to me when I was knitting in the garden, her eyes shining and her voice trembling with excitement. I leapt up to hug her before she'd even gotten the words out. But my name, why did they name me Lyric?
Well...
Oh, I suppose I've been drawing things out, haven't I? I should say it seems rather obvious knowing your mother. You were the final element in their music. Beautiful poetry laid over top, the refrain she and James had written, the lyrics to their song. Sweet girl, my sweet Lyric, your parents loved you so, and they would have been so proud to see the woman you've become. Be a dear now. Fill the kettle once more before you head up to bed. Another cup of mint will do your Nana good. We'll ensure your sister and her companions receive all these items by morning. I've no doubt each and every one will be put to use. Yeah, thank you, Nana. Good night to you both. Good night to you, Lyric. Your Nana loves you dearly. god, it's Isla. Hey Lyric, you got an extra bedroll handy? You can take one of those bedrolls in the corner. I think they used to be yours anyway. I'm not taking them anywhere, stupid. Here, help me roll one out. Why? What are you doing? Sleeping over, obviously. We're gonna pig out on snacks, talk about our crushes, you know, like old times. And what if I don't want to? Too bad. This was my room before it was yours. That means what I say and here goes. Just grab a bedroll, alright? And stop looking at me like that. I don't believe you. There's no way you actually jumped. Ask Isaac, of course. He's probably embarrassed about the whole story since he completely chickened out. I remember standing up there. My heart was beating so fast, but for some dumb reason I wanted to impress him. Prove I could do it. It was a good 5 minutes before I worked up the courage, but then I steeled myself, took a deep breath, and... oh my god. That was really stupid. That was really stupid. You're lucky you didn't get hurt, not to mention what Nana would have done to you if she'd found out. Yeah, well, I've done a lot of dumb things over the years to impress boys. It's never worth it. Isaac was at least sweet to me, unlike most of them. He helped pull me out of the water and found me a towel to dry off. Is that why you broke up with him? He was too sweet and afraid to jump off waterfalls with you? I don't know, Lyric. I think at the end of the day we're just different people. It doesn't mean I don't still care about him. And you? We've spent all this time talking about my oh-so-exciting love life. What about my catch of a little sister? You could have a boyfriend if you wanted. You know, some hunky adventurer tripping over himself for this cute girl behind the bar. Not to mention a certain blue-eyed farmer. He told me he liked me today, and well, I told him I liked him back. I'm not sure what happens now. It's about time. All those intimate boat outings and romantic campfires in the woods, I'm glad you both finally opened your eyes to it. Don't worry too much about what comes next, just listen to your heart and you'll be alright. I know you will. You're really leaving tomorrow? You have to go? Yeah, I am. I have to go. Remember that time Nana caught you sneaking out after Harvest Fest? And she was waiting downstairs when you got home? Scariest moment of my life. I swear the woman's eyes were glowing in the dark like a cat. A terrifying cat in a frilly nightgown.
We laughed and cried and reminisced as only siblings can through the early hours of the morning. Stole a pile of biscuits from the kitchen after Nana's snores came drifting down the hall. For a short time, we were kids again. That night remains a precious one in my memory. Suppose it always will.
How was the combat? There has been no combat so far. I'm thinking next chapter. So, I guess this is goodbye for now. Yeah, I guess it is. I'll see you again, but I need you to do something for me before I go. Just one thing. I need you to forgive me. Okay. Of course I forgive you. Just be safe, okay? Just come back to Pyresite in one piece. Isla, time to go. And there they go.
I never did see my sister again. Never found out what happened to her and the others, where their journey met its end. She'd been so bitter after that fateful night all those years ago. She had lost something inside herself, and the pain of it all had slowly consumed her. In some ways, Isla had died long before she left by her side that morning. I hope the stars granted her a peaceful afterlife among them. I should like to see her there someday. So many things left unsaid.
Wait, did she just infer that her sister just died and she never saw her again? Oh. Oh, that's too bad. Alright, we're gonna save it. And that is gonna be a good time. Can I take a break here? How do I get out of this game? Another 7 years later, holy shit. Okay, yeah, perfect. Oh wait, we gotta go open... Why isn't the menu opening, dude? It said X to open the menu, it's not doing it anymore. Why? Hello, is someone there? I mean, come on. Not even start, select, nothing. I mean, I just saved it, right? I just saved it. Maybe this is a nightmare sequence? I don't know. Kelsey, if that's you, this isn't funny. Show yourselves. Who are you? Go away. Leave me alone. Please, please go away. Oh, so here you are. Hard to believe someone so lazy kept this place running on her own. Must have amazing friends. Is that her? No, that's Kelsey. A new hairstyle. A new party came in looking for ale. I served them first round, but I'll have you know I didn't come here to work tonight. In fact... Lyric, you're sweating. Are you okay? I'm not sure. I guess I must have fallen asleep in the middle of cleaning up. I was having a bad dream, but it felt so real. Well, seems rather unprofessional to me, but I suppose you can be forgiven for needing a nap. You've got a lot on your mind. Best get up now, though. Those adventurers will be needing their room before long, and the rate they've been downing ale. Right, yeah, I'm getting up. So what are you gonna say to Tomas? Kelsey, that's the third time you've asked me tonight. I don't know yet, okay? I already told you that. Okay, just seems like a decision you might want to discuss with your best friend, that's all. There we go. Alright guys, we will come back to a story beside tomorrow and continue playing it. But for now, the stream is over. So let me find someone to raid and send you all on your way. I'll be back tomorrow, more Mario, more story beside. I know you guys are all enthralled with the story so far. What's gonna happen to Lyric? Graham, Isla, will we see her again? Nintendo Direct is happening, yeah, in a little over 2 hours. I won't be here, but...
When is Aura gonna read erotica for us? Also grounded in Darkest Dungeon, please, please.
And maybe someday. Spartan Ghost, thank you for the 29 months. I will be back at the very beginning of my stream. I will be right on time at 10 p.m. Central. And I will watch the direct without having been spoiled. I'm going to stay off the internet all morning and wake up and then basically just stream and, you know, just fingers crossed for Mario Maker 3, baby. Let's go. Now is the time. Anyways, let me find someone to raid here. We're going to raid.
MM3 waiting room starts now.
Let's hope so. I don't really think it will happen, but I like I said, I'm giving it a 5% chance. Parker tries. Thank you for the 100 bits. Really appreciate it. All right, let me send you guys over to. All right, go hang out with Dark Firefox, guys. They're playing some Binding of Isaac. Head on over there. Go blow up their chat, and I will see you all back here tonight. Thanks very much for watching. Adios, amigos.